Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is week 12 of the Meat Sweats and Menopause podcast. I'm Gleason, and with me is my beautiful partner, co-host, Kirsty Jane. Welcome.
Hello, hello. How are you all? How are you doing?
Hello. Hey, why did our names disappear? We used to have our names down on the bottom.
They are. It's just they are underneath this thing here. God, I hate this. I hate how. Here we. Hang on. If I do that, see, look, they're there.
Yeah. Okay. So then that puts the comments down below me too. Perfect. That's how we want it. Very good. Well, so far it's just us. So what do you want to talk about? How you been?
We're actually here on time. I get really frustrated with technology because I literally sat here at 3:00 and set everything up so that we were all ready to go and everything was working. And now I've come and sat down at it again. Everything's moved and it's all different.
Oh boy. Dan says, yeah, and it looks like shit too. Are you being serious, or is it just are these just jokes?
We look like shit.
Oh.
I don't know.
He's just kidding. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks,
we have the
Dan.
technology stress here, right? Yeah, it's just.
It really is. It's so annoying, especially when you know me. I'm never prepared for anything, and after last week's Gong Show, trying to get on here, I just figured I would
say that again, just real slowly into the mic. I need to get a screen record here.
What?
You said I'm never prepared for anything. I just wanted to get a.
I'm prepared in my head.
Into the mic. Yeah.
Hush, you could talk.
Right. Well, that's what said it. So
I know it's just really, really frustrating that I can't. There we go. Sorry, I'm still looking at this. It's really frustrating that every time I come in here, I actually set up and do this, so I'm like all ready to go, and then it wasn't working. Like I had to redo everything, and the sound wasn't coming out, and oh my gosh. Anyway, it's just first world problems. So
yeah, first world problems.
Who
when you're in a third
here?
world.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Dan's here.
What's up, Robert?
Hey, Rob.
Are your folks? Are your folks watching with you too, buddy, or have they gone back, or what? How big is the audience over there, Casa Morones? Right.
Oh no!
I just gotta know. I gotta be careful of the language I use, depending on who's watching. Right. So. With Dan and Robert, it'll be a little more salty. You know?
Yeah, whatever. We just say whatever. Yeah, it's just I don't know. The world's weird. I feel weird. I'm out in Mexico right now. If you haven't been to my Facebook, I'm going to show you what I'm dealing with right now.
Tough life.
This is my backyard.
This is the first time I've been on time.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That looks amazing.
Where's John? Oh.
What's this?
I don't know. What's happening? Did you? Oh my God.
I didn't do that. Yeah.
Oh, didn't you? I don't know.
We're just having technical difficulties here.
We are.
Yeah, I can be late too.
Yes.
I'm not saying I am perfect, but I tend to be a little more punctual than you, which is maybe
disagree. I disagree. We've had this argument before. I think we're both all over the place most of the time. But we've had this discussion before. Like if I have to be somewhere, like to catch a something that's finite, that has a time, like a movie or a plane or a train or something, I'll make sure I'm there. But when it's something social like this, I'm trying to be here for this on time. But it's right. Even if I'm ready like an hour before, I guarantee you that those 5 minutes up until the point that I'm supposed to be ready, something will happen. Always, without fail. My phone will ring, I'll trip over, the dog will need something, and then I'm late. It's just how my life goes. It's just who I am.
Yep, that is just how it goes. That's the nature of the beast. So yeah. So how's Mexico? You enjoying the? You showed the ocean there, and then we didn't really get into it. So
yeah, because then I don't know, weird technological things happen. Yeah, it's super cool. This is the first time I've talked in about 3 days. I literally haven't talked to anyone in 3 days. I haven't even used my voice. I mean, I talk to my dog sometimes, but it's weird. I'm just in silence. I haven't even wanted to put music on or the TV or anything. Like it's just, I'm just just have silence, and I'm just focused, trying to work and get on and reset myself.
So you were delving into some AI stuff there, right? Was that helping kind of get some of your workflows going? We were going to talk a little bit about AI. Things kind of built up a little bit here.
Well, I think what I actually want is someone to just do everything for me.
That's what I can do.
Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, AI is brilliant, but you still have to feed it the information. And so if you have to take the information, like basically what's happening with me is I'm trying to upload like over, I don't know, 1,200 contacts from my email in my Mac into a CRM. And so I was going through and I was doing every single one individually because I didn't have them as a list anywhere. And so I asked AI about like, how do I do this? And then it literally showed me how to copy and paste everything over. So I know some of you like Dan are probably listening to this going, oh, you're an idiot. But it was just, I was like, oh my God, like for years I've been trying to do this. And I just sat here and you gave me the idea to ask AI about how to actually do this. But then what's interesting, it took it all over, but then I had to go through every single thing and relabel it. So I've still got to go through 1,200 emails and like rename them and everything just so that they're ready so that I can then upload that file into my CRM.
See, you're already getting some help here. So there you go.
What does it say? I can't even see.
Use Manus. Is that how you say it? Manus AI to do that? That'd be cool.
What will it do? Like I still have to tell it how to relabel stuff though, right? Because I'm trying to like put people into categories, like this is a photo client, or this is a hair client, or this is a personal development client, or this is a friend, or this is a family member. I need them all in different things so that when I send out emails of lists that I can pick and choose. That's the part that's taking me the time right now. So I don't think AI is going to know who these contacts are, which is my point. I have to go in and do that, right? And it's taken me all day and I'm nowhere close. I've done about 200 so far. It's mind-numbing work that I can't bear. But
there's got to be a way to do this.
I'm sure. But, just got to get on with it. But how about you? You've been having your own AI struggles today, right?
Yep. My buddy Steve. He might be joining in here at some point too, but he has a platform called Kablooey that basically homogenizes all of the different modules or protocols. So like ChatGPT and Claude and all these different ones. So you just Whisperflow. That's right. I learned about that one today too. And basically, so just going through, we connected it to our CRM for my database of clients with federal employees. And what I've learned is that you basically can make a personal assistant out of it. I kind of have always been in the mindset that it's like this. You guys are probably you younger kids out there are probably gonna laugh at me, but I've kind of used AI as a glorified Google, right? Like, go find the best restaurant surprise or something, and then it'll go do a search, and you kind of interact with it. And it's a little more intuitive that way than Google. Listen to this boomer. I'm a Gen Xer, So we basically we're attaching it, and so we've got it's going to basically be going and do loops and look for and there's Rob. He's got my back. Or does he?
This is a test to see whether you actually understood this stuff today, right? You're going because now you have to regurgitate it. We're probably boring the hell out of everybody.
Well, they're just we're not, because listen, they're laughing at us. So it's mission accomplished. Look at these goofballs. So basically just it's going to go through and do tasks. It's going to go create reports automatically. It's going to take information. And what I'm going to have it do is look at like where things are getting like stuck in my workflows and in my pipeline. And so if it's like people get to this stage and things just kind of stop, well, that's an area for me to get better. And then I'm going to have it automate all of the sort of mundane admin type things that I don't want to do. So like it'll trigger emails and different follow-up sequences and such. I'm not using the right words. I don't. Maybe
just like, listen to us. We are really smart, intelligent people. We're really good at solving other problems. But when it comes to this, I am so illiterate. It's like I am so slow, which is why I have someone helping me. That's the whole point. And it's got me to this point of years of just not having any help. And now I do. And it's just, I feel sorry for her. I have to like kind of like mind dump all of my stuff. And she manages to just, understand what I'm saying and turn it into something, which is amazing. But I can't believe I've waited this long. So yeah.
There you go. So these are the big kid words that we're going to learn: workflows, automations, integrations. We'll be able to sit at the cool kid table when we learn this stuff. We will. We'll be able to drink chocolate milk at lunch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I won't bring up your milk at school stories. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, no, that is. Don't want to be talking about that. That's disgusting. We had that conversation before. What has Rob said? I'm going to invest $20 in AI, and I should be able to retire in 5 years, according to Instagram. Yes.
So that's how quickly. That's how quickly my industry has been replaced. It's like we're just going to go have AI, and I fully believe that AI will replace what I do. It already is, but it will almost entirely replace it. Probably within a few years, I would think. I mean, what's not available? You get all of the diagnostics, the research, the analytics, all of those things. I've spent 2 decades plus, learning and curating and cultivating. I mean, it knows it. It knows more than I do.
But here's the thing, though. If you think about the generations, like look at everybody who's our age. I mean, you got the boomers, who's like our parents' age right now. They still want real people to talk to them because they're not aware of how technology works. So even though the technology is available for them to just hit a button and have it select whatever to, whatever they're going to invest in or do or anything financial, they're not going to trust it because they just want to talk to someone who can explain it. And then you got our age group who's, probably, I don't know, 50-50. Like some of us are like clued into all this stuff and we'll be like, oh, I'll just do it myself. I don't need someone to help me. But some people aren't. And so and then you think of like our kids' generation, who, again, it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So we might be fine until we die, but I think the next generation won't be needing us at all.
Aren't we going to have our own robots by then anyway? Isn't the Elon army of robots on its way anytime now?
I don't know. Is anything even real right now? Was Dan say the advantage of your industry is the trust factor? It will take a while for boomers to accept that. Yeah, exactly. But like our kids who are going to be like, oh, I'm just going to invest myself or do my own thing or whatever. I think then it's going to hit. But by which time, I really hope we're retired. Yeah. Although we're in different industries, you and I. But I just don't think everything can be replaced. I really don't.
Right. Yeah. But a lot of the like research and some of those things, absolutely. Those. I mean, look what the internet's already done. I think too, when I first got in the industry and sort of the client level of intelligence and awareness and education on things was okay. Their understanding of things, that people are a lot better informed now than they were, 20 plus years ago.
I just asked AI for advice, and the response was, "I should go have beer with Joe and Dan."
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We're overdue. I don't know what model you're using, but I like it. That's a good one. Your AI is brilliant. Yeah. Yep. No, let's do it. Where do you guys want to be? We will be done at 7. So by 7:15, I can be wherever.
Tailgaters, off you go.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. We can go. Go. Don't we have a jersey up on the wall over at Tailgaters?
Who told you that?
I don't know. I've heard it. I heard it there once or twice. Yeah, we're gonna. No. Hey, some of these are Tailgaters trade secrets. Okay, so just keep some of this to yourself. Yeah. So back to AI. Right. Yeah, that's very funny. Now we are overdue. We definitely need to get the band back together here. It's been. I think the last time we all got together at Tailgaters was when I I think it was when the Bears beat the Packers. Just let that hang there for a second.
Right. Yeah. The silence.
Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan.
I could have put a great sound effect in there.
Yeah.
If I knew how to use it.
Yeah. It's more technology.
Fuck off, says Dan.
There you go. Well, yeah. It's a different, at least it's a rivalry now. I mean, I went years where there was just, ass whooping after ass whooping. At least the Bears and Packers have a rivalry, a proper rivalry now. So, yeah. What else do you want to talk about? Now I'm thinking about having a beer. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I got all distracted. We were on a roll there with the AI, getting all nerdy, but
I think you guys all should go for a beer.
Yeah.
You got nothing else to do.
Nope. No, I don't. No, it's just get dinner.
Are you frozen?
Am I?
It's cute to see you guys get excited over one playoff run. Yeah, okay. You keep freezing.
Yeah, I think the internet's a little wonky over here because stuff was getting clunky earlier when I was doing my AI models.
Right. You need AI to invent you your own internet.
Ooh, there you go.
Well, here's a question. I don't even know what's possible right now. I'm guessing anything. But question to everybody, if you get AI to create you anything that would make your life easier, better, amazing, what would it be? What would it be?
Yeah, I think right off the bat, like having it just purely in what I'm implementing with it right now, having it help with some of the more mundane tasks, and not have to pay for admin, and have those things get done every day, never call in sick, never, all day, every day. And then make sure it helps me stay in front of my best chances for success. The clients that most want to talk to me, not the people who are just, kicking tires or need a quick answer, or they're not old enough to implement any of the plans that I would recommend. So,
but then if there's a problem with it, you need AI to fix it, right? I'm going to think the fifth.
Dan's not taking the bait.
We're talking about,
this is going sideways.
He's thinking about robots. If we're into robots, then okay.
Yeah, exactly.
About that.
Well, I mean, so there's already like a disconnect with our, like, even our kids' generation of like people that don't want to have kids, people who don't even want to be in a relationship. So think about like people who are kids who've grown up with technology, and Dan, you're on the other side of the digital divide. So you're more comfortable with technology. We've talked about this than our generation. He's right on the cusp of a millennial /
What's that between us? Dan's what are you in you're 40, right? Around
He's
that
42.
age? Oh, we lost Joe again. Hey, Joe, you back?
I don't know. Is it seriously that bad? It doesn't look like it on my side.
He's a Xennial.
That's really, really
but
wild.
40s. Even Robert's in his 40s. Robert, where is he on the cusp? I forget that you're younger, Robert.
Yeah, he's an X. Yeah. Yeah, Robert's 5 years younger than me, and Dan's 10. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not cutting off for everyone else. Maybe it's your Mexican connection down there. I don't know. Anyway, so we were talking about this the other night, Dan, or a couple of weeks ago, where like people who are kids now, like our kids' age, they pick up technology and they just like they're dialed in with it. Gen Xers, older millennials, and it's like the older you get, the more complicated the interaction is with technology. So.
Right.
Hey, Steven, what's up?
Hey, man.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah. How are the Yankees doing? I haven't been as dialed in as I watched the Cubs, but they've been kind of but I'm like in and out with them. So, the Yankees, they're in a tough division though. They've got the Blue Jays, they've got the Orioles that are pretty solid, the Red Sox. So a lot of good teams out there. So, yeah, AI, it's going to be interesting to see where it all heads. Like, and then, as I started to say with kids, like the more conversational they get and befriend AI. It's almost like I don't even need to go hang out with other people. Like how are kids gonna date in the future? It'll just be like I'm staying home and talking to my AI robot. I'm not dealing with any of the BS.
Well, I mean, that's just it. I think you'll probably find a lot of people who okay, I'm just gonna so I have a lot of single girlfriends, but they're all in their they're all in the 50 plus. Actually, it's not true. I know some younger ones too, but mainly the 50 plus ones. And they're just sick to death of everything. They're so over dating or trying to meet people or people with baggage and, not fixing themselves. And it's that whole thing. I can kind of see why they would just be like, I'm just going to get a hot robot and just program it to just do absolutely everything I want it to do in the way I want it to do it. And that's it. And just not care. Because otherwise they're just kind of resigned to being cat ladies. They're just I just don't even want to be in a relationship. It's too exhausting. I'd rather just if I had a robot that was hot and did the cleaning and didn't answer back and hugged me and did other things, I can see why people would do that, because I think people are really miserable right now. I know it's not just women, it's men too, but I think people are just kind of fed up. The world's messed up right now.
People have been through it's been a lot of kind of one thing after another. It feels like since COVID, that's wildly dystopian. Yeah, Kirsty,
it is.
Come on. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Dax? But if you're at the point where I know people have been single for 10 years and they're just so distraught. I'm well, see, my argument is if you're not finding what you're looking for, then move, go somewhere else. I mean, that's what I had to do. I had to move countries, but
you're in your third country, and actually kind of fourth. Right?
But that's the answer. It's just go do what you need to do,
Yeah, Dax, I agree. I think we're a long way before. I think people need people. So whether it's it's just to have that perspective and that human touch. So, but I can see where it would be attractive to some people that aren't, maybe socially as confident as other people, or
well, people that have resigned themselves to, I just want to be alone. I don't trust people anymore. I don't trust the world. So I want a companion. So if you've got a companion that looks, and I mean, obviously it's not human, but if it can have conversations with you. I mean, when you type in ChatGPT and have a conversation, it's like you're talking to someone. So, I mean, if that's I can see why someone who has decided that they don't want to go into relationships anymore would have a robot partner. I can actually see that. It's because
I mean, teach their own.
Everything for you too.
Yeah. That part of it would be cool. I don't really want to take the garbage out right now. Boom, it's done. I don't want to have to, fold the clothes and put them away. Boom, it's done. That would be pretty cool. But
have you seen those videos? And again, they're probably just made by AI, probably not even real. But when the robots have gone wild in the house and they're trying to cook an omelet and they're just picking it up, throwing it out the wall, and they're punching people and just smashing the house up and stuff. It's hilarious. They're so funny. Have you seen those?
No, I'm trying to see what's going on over here. There's
trying to walk the dog, but the dog's being strangled and all sorts of shit going on.
What are you watching? You're
online,
Dax is that's very dystopian. It's just the run here. Yeah, to Robert's point. So baseball this year just implemented, and I don't mean to cut off your whole choking out dogs and all this stuff. I didn't see it. So, so baseball just implemented an automated strike zone this year. So the umpire makes the call, and the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher are the only people that have the right to challenge it. And there have been a ton that have been overcalled, just because it's all AI and computerized. So it's not the human element has been taken out of it. So for sure. Let's see what else we got. China is already mass producing those robots right now. So maybe, Kirsty, your fifth country, if you guys just get super mad at me, it's time to go to China,
I didn't say it was me. I just said people that I know might go down that path.
There you go. Yeah. And
it's totally disillusioned with all relationships is what I'm saying.
This is Joe's badminton team. Yeah, for those of you who may not have been here a few weeks ago, we were talking about how people mispronounce things because I didn't enunciate badminton well enough for the audience, and so
yes, the
it turned into a
scapegoat,
whole.
Robert.
Yeah, what was the other one?
The scapegoat. That was just like my favorite.
Robert was coming up with a bunch of them. Yeah, the scapegoat. That was the best one.
I've lost you again, Joe, but
I'm still here.
You are okay. Maybe it is me. I don't know.
Yeah, the fembots, right? Weren't those from Austin Powers? There was like the fembots that had the guns in their and their cans. Yeah. Okay, so this is a good point here too. AI as it exists is already making people rely on it and not have to think for themselves. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? And it's kind of like saying, if you've got we used to have to walk more, but with all this, transportation options that people have, like people are walking less. So maybe they're getting a little.
So Dan's comment.
I hope the kids are busy tonight.
I didn't mean to interrupt. We'll come back to it. I just caught my eye. Dan.
I thought you were going to plead the fifth, Dan.
Well, it has to be realistic. So of course it's going to have a gag reflex.
Why? But oh my goodness, that's a slippery slope, right?
No, it might lock down, and then you're really screwed. Right. So
make sure you keep that thing properly oiled and lubricated, right? What is going on?
Back to Dax's point. Sorry, it just distracted us. I blame Dan.
If he had $1 for every time he heard that, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I on what you're saying, Dax. I believe that. But again, here's the thing, right? People don't think for themselves anyway, because people are, okay, so what you're saying is it's scary because they could just believe AI and do everything AI tells them. Well, people do that,
or that they're not thinking. Period.
With doctors and everything, it's like, oh wow, everybody says I have to do this, so I just follow. They don't question anything. So I think the people that are going to get more stupid are the people that already don't think for themselves. So I think discernment is just important anyway. That's my point. So
yeah, I think what he's trying to say too is that people aren't thinking that they're just giving up all response, like they're just handing it over. There's no like, hey, I'm going to try and figure this out. Oh, I can't. So then I'm going to go to the computer or the AI. It's just they're just letting it all go. So I missed the point. So,
but it is quicker. I mean, normally if I'm like trying to put a piece together for social media or make a video or whatever it is I'm trying to do, I'll spend all day overthinking that. But if I can just throw in all my jumbled up thoughts and go, okay, figure out what it is I'm trying to say in a way, it'll pop something up immediately and I can go, oh, I like that bit, but I don't like that. And then I can just refine it. And it is way quicker. It's like working with a whole team. So, I mean, again, is a gun dangerous? No, not without anyone behind it. Who's the person holding the gun and what are they doing? It's the same with AI. Like, how are you using it? It's like information is powerful unless you question it. So,
Yep, exactly. Yeah. What else? Yes. So yeah, what do you want to see? People who listen to doctors aren't turning their brains off. And well, sometimes they do. People who, there you go. But yeah, it's that's another whole topic too, right? What's the number 2 or 3 cause of death in America? It's that people get misdiagnosed for things and then get the wrong medicine and all that kind of stuff. So I think having some discernment and questioning is okay. And
totally, because if doctors didn't get paid to prescribe meds, then I think it would be a whole different ballgame.
Sure.
Because that's the issue, is that they are paid for that. And so that, if you're on the payroll, then you're going to do what anyone. Some doctors won't. It's the same with teachers. Again, if you're bonused for doing certain things, or if you're promoted for pushing certain agendas, then you're not being completely objective, are you? So I think it's the same with a lot of things.
Yeah. Yep. And this is a good point here too. Think about just navigation and how reliant we've gotten to some of those earlier. That's kind of like the early AI, true. Right? Just your phone, like, hey Siri, how do I get to, give me directions to wherever. I mean, I look at like I've got a pretty good like cognitive map, and I'm old school. Like I would go somewhere once, and typically was pretty good about remembering how to get home and how to get there next time. I think younger, like I saw it with my kids that um, Gianna's pretty good with that, but like not. It's like just kind of they're reliant on the phone to get them there, and I'm not saying they can't figure it out. They would, but it's just. But to Robert's point, we used to have maps, or you'd have to have just kind of like go east on this road. Oh, we can bring up this whole topic too: east versus west or left versus right. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. I want to talk about that because that's funny. But to that point, we talked about this before. It's the same with phone numbers. We used to know everybody's phone number, and now I don't even know your phone number. Like I literally don't. I just hit Joe in my phone, and
I don't know my kids' phone numbers.
Yeah,
I totally. Like other than like my brother who has had the same number since like we first got cell phones, and it was before we were putting them in as contacts. I think my buddy Vince, he has had the same number. Like just people who have, like, because now it doesn't even matter if your phone number is the same one that's like you still have a Canadian one, and mine's Arizona, not Illinois. So, yep, AI is a whole different ballpark than GPS or a calculator. Sure, that's and we just don't even know what we do. I mean, it's the potential of AI is so much like we don't. It's so much bigger than like one single function, like make 1 + 1 = 2, or get me from here to there. It's way more immersive. So, so Dax, are you sort of anti-AI, or do you think there needs to be more oversight, or do you feel like there needs to be regulation, or what is your feeling on like, what is everyone's feeling on this? Like, how do you think we should move forward with AI, especially knowing that other countries like China may not have our same goals and long-term goals and objectives. They might go about things, and then there's the whole race for who has the better AI kind of thing, right? And I'm not sitting here to try to pretend like I know a lot about all that stuff, but it's an interesting topic to discuss because who knows?
The genie's totally out the bottle. I mean, there's no going back now. It's just going to go forwards, and it just. And it's not even AI. It's just all of the things that are happening right now that are just. How do I even explain this? It's like. So here's an example. It says moving on to slightly a different topic, which is you know who Jesse Elder is. He made a post today, and I thought it was actually really interesting because I had a post that kind of went along with that. But it was the whole idea of this whole transgender agenda. Just to get into that. Where he had booked to go and get a massage and was asked if he wanted a male or a female masseur. So he'd asked for a female and got a transgender female, which he was not comfortable with. And so this is not to persecute anybody or be against anybody. It's just literally if you ask for a woman because you're a dude and you want a woman and you get a man who is a woman, because we can go into that argument too. But he was just saying like he complained because it wasn't what, like he said, the person did a great job and did, they were really good. And it was nothing about the person. What he was annoyed about was the description of what he had asked for. So it's like asking for a sports car and getting a like a family van or something like that and being like, well, did the vehicle get you there? Yes, it did. It worked. It was great. It was very comfortable. That wasn't the issue. It was that I asked for a sports car and I was given a van. So same kind of thing, which then brought up my point of, my friend had she tried to do therapy with her healthcare through her work. And because of the nature of what she was going through, she requested a female therapist and was told that you can't request that because it's not inclusive. And she's like, well, inclusive of what? And they're like, well, you could have a male or a transgender person or, a gay or a lesbian. And she's like, I just don't care. I just need to speak to a woman. And she was refused therapy because of this. And then they started taking it down, saying that she wasn't being inclusive and she should have healthcare taken. It was like, oh my God. So even stuff like that has got really crazy as well. So then you add AI into all of the mix as well, and you don't even know what you're dealing with. So it's just, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now.
Yeah. And it's like these, it's complicated, right? I don't know that all of these are super black and white answers. And I think there's just more nuance to it than just, yes, this is this, or, I mean, there's It just seems more complicated than some of the other challenges. I want a lady, not a lady boy. There you go. It's
right.
How do you broach that though? Like that's because on one hand you could say I respect that you want to live as a woman, but I'm it just gets into a very nuanced. You're being specific, and
totally. I mean, let's say you wanted to go and have a gynecology exam, and so my girls, my teenage daughter, well, they're not teenagers anymore, but I had teenage daughters, and they wanted a female doctor, which is what I put them with. But what if you have a transgender female? That's not a female, and they don't have. Okay, I get you can have surgically female parts, but you're not going to have the same experience because you can argue this all fucking day long, but you're not going to have all the things that a woman has, and so it's going to be completely different. And so it's you can label anything as much as you want, but ultimately it doesn't change the human factor in all of this, which again is the same thing as what we're saying with like AI and robots and so on, is that it's not the human factor, and people are always going to want that, right? So
yeah, so I don't think that's a fear thing. I don't think that saying like I want a female gynecologist, I don't think that's a fear thing or like hating trans people or anything. I don't put that in that same category. It's not the same thing as like, like teasing or hazing somebody at school or at a workplace. Like that is, I think that's a totally different thing, or even getting violent versus like when it comes to your personal, what about the teenager's preference? Why, like, why doesn't their preference matter? If you're not that specifically, but if the argument would be like, well, you're not respecting the trans person, well, is the person who wants the female gynecologist being respected, and that should go both ways, right? So
yeah, I mean, if you've been abused by a man or if you've been abused by a trans person, you have every right to ask for a woman, period. It's not about what everyone else is, it's about what you want, right?
Just when it's getting a little serious, my homies are there to bring it back. We had a trip to Chicago when the Cubs won the World Series, and we may or may not have been overserved after almost 72 hours of drinking, and we got a little mouthy with the TSA agent that was patting me down. We'll leave it at that. But luckily he was cool about it, and we just had a good laugh over it. But anyway, yeah, he got a little close, but all good times. But yeah, it was fun. I had a good. Exactly. Yeah. No, I think there's a difference between hating and taking out like hate out on people versus like having a personal preference. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I mean, if you think about
intent,
that,
I think, right?
It is, but I think also for the massage person, whatever, massage therapist who is trans, I think it's unfair on them too, because people are going to get mad.
Yeah, how would you do?
Like,
okay, so like in the dating apps, we've talked about this.
Right,
like, it's like, okay, I'm a heterosexual man that wants to be with a heterosexual woman,
right?
But then it gets into these nuanced things too. Like, should you disclose if you've had any, sex change type stuff? And that's,
well, it's the same people that are swingers. I got nothing against swingers. Like, you do you, don't care, but don't be on a monogamous dating app, because that's where, people are going to get into trouble, because you're going to have someone who's going to fall for you, and then you reveal that you're a swinger, and then it just all gets messed up. So like, just be really clear about what it is that you're wanting and what you're expecting. So it's the same thing. It's not against anybody. It's just about being clear about what you're looking for. And it's just like, do what the label says on the jar. Like when let you buy a can of something with a label on it, you expect to find inside it what the label says. So I think it's the same with everything else.
Sure. Yeah. And it's like sports too. The whole idea of sports. I don't think it's fair for people that were born men that became women to compete with other females, because they are just physically, it's nothing wrong. The women didn't do anything wrong. There's through no fault of theirs, they're being denied, records and trophies and stuff. But that doesn't mean that those people should be treated harshly in society. Like, they should be able to work where they want, go where,
Absolutely.
be in public and not have people harass them and beat them up. I mean, still be just as respectful as you would be to anyone else. But I just think there are places for guardrails, to where, I know it's a touchy subject, and it's people get really passionate in both directions with it. But I just think there are spots where there should be some protections or guardrails around it.
Just be honest and just full disclosure. I mean, why would you you can apply it to absolutely anything. I mean, if you're 16 years old, you wouldn't go into a primary school and pretend that you're 4, oh, it's really obvious. Well, it's really obvious you're a dude dressing up as a woman. So, just be honest. It's the same with politics. If you're conservative or Republican, however you say it, and you're walking around, in a liberal think tank or whatever, it's pretty obvious, and you're pretending you're not. So just be honest about everything. It's just, that's what it is. At the end of the day, just do what you say you're going to do and do what the label says. But just don't make shit up and then try and harangue everybody and, create a cause about it and play the victim. It's I just can't, just be honest about stuff. If you're someone that wants to have, a harem of 10 women, don't pretend you're monogamous. I mean, you're just going to piss everybody off, or the other way around.
What if there are 10 robot women, though?
There you go. Good luck.
Yeah, right. They never sleep.
That would terrify me. Yeah, it's a scary prospect.
It's just standing there watching you. You wake up, fluff my pillow. Yeah.
Yeah, it would scare me. It definitely. And they don't make them with eyes. They have these screen. There's something really disconcerting about having no eyes. I know they're robot eyes and they're not real, but I just like to see things with faces.
Okay, well, there you go. Very good.
What's Robert say? I didn't know you could request a gender when getting a massage. I thought it was happy ending or no happy ending. No one cares what gender then.
It's not a glory hole, Robert.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you getting a massage?
Right. What is going on this one? I thought episode 11 was an adventure. Episode 12 is even getting even wilder. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even had any margaritas like I did last week. My goodness. That was wild.
Oh my God, it was so bad. I watched that back and I was just cringing. I was like, oh my God, that was so bad.
It's the only episode I have not watched back.
You don't want to. It's brutal.
Yeah. But we showed up. We've committed to being here and having the conversation. So
yes.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. So Brendan's on. You want to mention
still here?
his?
Brendan, are you still here? Can you see? He was on here earlier.
I can't see who is on. He commented a little bit ago.
Yeah.
If he is still on, give him his props.
We'll bring him in. Must go and watch episode 1 now. Is that 11 now? God, my eyesight's terrible. Brendan, you're still here. Awesome. Can we invite you in? Do you want to come in? Or you just want to type in the comments?
So, it's a train wreck, Brendan. It's we had been out and had some. We had been out and had a little happy hour out by in Mexico, and decided to cut a little too close. And let's just say we were in rare form, and the whole broadcast was a little shaky. So
I did not expect the Long Island iced tea to do what it did. I was kind of happy.
One drink and she was in another universe. So why don't you go ahead and right. And it was nice. It was a cool little place that we found, and it's kind of our new little local, just when not, it's not by the ocean, but that's the only thing it's got against it. It's got nice, good food, for that, kind of fare, nice drinks, good options. And so, yeah, it's cool. And close to the place. So, oh, Doug,
hey, Doug.
Scroll up, Doug. What's up, buddy? So, yep. And so, you want to go ahead at least mention, or do you want to just, because I feel like we put it out there a little bit. Brendan is a bassist and a jazz musician, and I think he plays more than just the bass, but that's his core. You do the
Brendan
you know more of the details.
Okay. So Brendan, and I really, if you want to come on here, just hit that link, and you should come up in our little box. I know he is. That's what I'm saying. If you want to come up, if you want to say something, just hit that link I sent you earlier and you'll come up in here and we'll bring you on. Brendan Rothwell. If you don't know who he is, Brendan Rothwell is a friend of mine for like 30 odd years. Awesome person from Great Britain, now living in Canada, like I was too. And he is a smooth jazz musician. I don't even know how to say this because I'm probably like underselling him or whatever, but he's like really, really well known in the jazz industry. He's a bassist, but he's a music producer. He plays piano, he sings, he does like absolutely everything. He's insanely talented. Millions and millions of views and downloads on Spotify and Apple Music and all the other ones that they do as well. He's got a gig coming up in the next few weeks in Calgary. So we don't have any of my Calgary people here right now.
Ruby says, hello.
Yeah, Ruby's there. She says, what's this? Apparently Sadie and I walked into a lake with Snake that you did. If you know who Snake Davis is, or Google him, look him up. Yeah, we went out with him. We were hanging out with Brendan and Snake. For anyone in Calgary, Blackfoot Hotel, Calgary. Yeah, there we go. Monday, April 13th, 6 till 9. Very cool jazz quartet. Free show. Come along for dinner. There you go. Snake, yes. I got photos of you guys playing. We made a photo album of it all. But you can find Brendan. If you're not going to come on, can you just put in the comments where people can download your music and check you out? There's BrendanRothwell.com. But he's in all of it. He's in Apple and Spotify and everywhere. If you're into jazz,
all the places I was going to bring him in to say hello. Music. Yeah, and we'll do that.
And this sort of run because of his rehearsal. So next time we'll get him in. I'd love to actually have an interview with him so we can talk about it.
And we keep saying this, but we actually do want to have many of you on just to talk about things that would be interesting. Things like just points of interest. We've got friends that are good at AI. We could talk about all kinds of. We could talk about sourdough. Don't we enough?
Is sourdough Sue here?
Yeah.
There you go, Rob. I didn't know you like jazz, Robert.
Yeah, when he's got his AI robot giving him massages.
Robert, just Google Brendan Rothwell, and you'll have all of his music there.
There's sourdough Sue right there.
So we've got Brendan Rothwell, Susan Bothwell.
Yeah.
They're rhyming.
Very cool. Yeah, that's.
Hey, Sue, good to see you.
But yeah,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say that having folks come on, and even like Doug, and we've talked about having Doug on too, and just different, just points of view, just different. And it may be conspiracy theory stuff. It may be political stuff, points of interest. It might be sourdough. Yeah, there you go. Well, Doug's in the fortunate position that when he's here in Arizona, that he gets to just open his window and he can listen to whatever Robert's playing because it's usually pretty loud. So he doesn't always have the choice, right?
Why don't we test it out? Who's on their cell phone right now? Because if you are, and you want to let's just try it out for fun. If you're interested in just coming in and just joining in the chat here, like with your video, with your phone, for a couple of minutes, just to say hi and just show everyone how it works, just type it in the comments. I'll send you a link. And you can come in and join. We'll just show you how quick and easy it is. And then we can just grab people on. You can just come and talk in real time.
I think that's a terrible idea.
You do? Why?
Yeah, it's going to get dangerous. No,
it's hilarious. That's the whole point. It's live improv.
Dan, do it. Send it to Dan. I don't even know how to do this.
Okay. All right. I'll send it to Dan. Hold up.
Get ready, Dan.
You keep talking. I'm going to send Dan the link.
Check your teeth, Dan. And keep this. keep it somewhat G-rated. Yeah, we can talk about AI robots with Dan unfiltered.
It's coming. It's coming, Dan. I'm going to send it to you. Yeah.
You're making the jokes. Come on.
I'm sorry. It's coming. I'm going to send you. Here you go, Dan. I'm sending you a link, right? Oh shit. Hang on.
Yeah, Doug, thanks, man. Yeah, we definitely want to have this be like a community and have it be, even if we don't, I promise you, I know enough of you and where things are. I know that we don't all agree on everything politically, everything about, AI or even transgender stuff or any of it, but it's not meant to be offensive. What we're really trying to promote is the conversation, and that's that we can all have an opinion, be respected, we can agree to disagree, and stay human about it, because this whole level of divisiveness has just gotten so ugly and kept us apart that I think it's good to have conversations, and maybe you learn something. Maybe you walk away more pissed off than happy. I don't know, but it's just part of the human experience. So, Robert, I had no idea you were this eclectic as a music fan. So,
right?
Yeah, we'll have to listen. I know. So Robert is from Norwalk, California, and there was a guy that played, and I'm not sure if Steven's on. Steven's also from Norwalk. They're twins and brothers. But they're from Norwalk, California, and there was a guy that played with Santana as a bongo player, and so I just stuff like that. I know, which is kind of outside of the normal. It's not like hair metal or what are you doing? You look like you're really struggling over there.
I can't see. It wouldn't paste, so I'm having to copy it off the screen here to send it to Dan. But keep talking. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, but so Stephen, we listened to Pancho Sanchez quite a bit, and it's a cool genre of music that I never knew about and am happy to have learned about. So yeah, very cool. Let's see what else. Doug wants to get on and talk about flat Earth. So
yeah.
Yep. Well,
now?
No. He's we got 7 minutes. That's a big
Dan, I've texted. It just keeps saying delivered. It doesn't say. I don't see that you've picked up your text message, but I just texted you the link to come on here. So if you want to come on and say hi, so we can test it and see how it works.
Yeah, and Doug, I don't know how much of flat Earth we've talked about. I think a little bit. I want to be clear, I'm not a flat earther, but I enjoy the discussion, and I'm open to many possibilities. There it is. Add to stage.
Here we go.
Drum roll, please. Everyone, this is Dan Vanderven.
Did it work?
Yeah,
Yay!
we can hear you.
All right, great.
I don't see you. I can only hear you.
I'm not here to ruffle any feathers, just to test pilot, just to make sure you guys could figure this out. Christy was struggling there for a minute.
I know, because I copied it on the screen and it should have just pasted to my phone and it didn't. So I had to type it in individually. And I couldn't see because I'm old. So, yeah.
There you go.
All good.
Dan.
Very, very easy to do. And not going to get on here ruffling any feathers in the next 6 minutes. But to your point, we agree on more than we agree. That's one of the things I've always enjoyed about our friendship is that we never leave pissed off in those conversations. We leave, I would say, more so enlightened and understanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to murder me through half of those conversations. So you're more boomer than I am. So
I'm right in the middle of Gen X. I was born in '73, and I think Gen X started like 65 and it was over by like 82, 83, somewhere in there. So I was right in the middle of Gen X, but are you saying I can act like a boomer? Is that what you're saying?
You can act like a boomer and you can act like whatever the fucking 20-year-olds are these days. So yeah,
there you go. Yeah. Keep that stuff to ourselves. That's not for the podcast though. All right. Oh man. So yeah, it's definitely cool to be able to have this feature to be able to bring folks on and have a discussion and were you given the option to have you like the video option or was it just the audio? And
I think I lost you guys.
Yeah, kind of went out.
You guys
Yeah,
there?
when you went on,
You guys there?
when you went on the link, can you do the video as well? But you just didn't want to. Is that what's going on?
Yeah. No, video's good.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Are you out walking?
I'm just out walking the dog. Yeah. So you guys are my entertainment while I'm out here.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Dan did a marathon a couple months ago, or not even a couple months ago. It's getting close to a couple months ago. And so, yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yep. So very cool. Yeah. And Doug's saying when he goes to Tailgaters, he never wants to escape that place. So I haven't even attempted to. Tailgaters is like the local pub that all of us go to. So yeah. So thanks for joining, Dan. And we'll have everyone.
Cool. It works.
Yeah, people that want to jump in and either speak to a topic directly, and or we could just have someone on to kind of like Sue maybe about sourdough best practices, or Brendan about jazz music. I'm just spitballing ideas. Yeah, and it's Robert has a killer manwich. He makes barbecue, like Sloppy Joe's. We could have Robert on about manwich. I'm just kidding.
When he's barbecuing.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that.
Show and tell.
Yeah. So, yep, it's I see what he was saying now. Okay, so we should do escape room. Yeah, there we go. I see it now. I took it out of context. All right, so yeah, very cool. Any other?
Made me hungry now. Yeah,
I haven't eaten yet either. Yeah. So, any other kind of closing thoughts? Can you guys, like, not to get political at all, but did I hear that is there a ceasefire? Did all that stuff stop, or is that we got like just a couple minutes? I don't want to open Pandora's box about political stuff, but yeah. So, is the ceasefire happening, or did something happen with that? I'm looking to you guys for the news. No? Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll have to go look that up myself. I'll use AI. It'll tell me.
Did any of it actually happen anyway? Do we know?
Oh, we're going to go there. Okay.
That's the other question.
This is what you do. You love to kick off the big stuff with like a minute left. Yeah, right. Until next week. Yes. Yeah, let us know. I thought I heard that there was a ceasefire and that they were gonna open up the Strait of Hormuz, but that
was this morning, and then this afternoon I saw a post just before I came on here saying that Iran has closed everything because Israel bombed them, and so it was all up in the air again. But I just feel like this is all just manipulation to freak everyone the hell out, So
yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about it next week, but show and tell was Robert's favorite subject in school.
I won't ask what he was showing, but I can imagine.
Yeah. We got to have Steven on to reveal all the secrets of Robert.
There we go. We bring the opposite twins on. We bring Tad and Steven on to talk about you and Robert. How about that? That would be a good conversation.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So Robert, Steven, and I we're all twins, and not all with each other. Robert and Steven are twins. And my brother Tom, who's at a concert tonight, is so that would be kind of an interesting, like, the joys of being a twin, right?
That should be kind of funny. I could write a whole list of questions and ask each of you about the other one and see.
I'll just say right now, people ask me, like, do you feel like do you feel like if somebody punches him in the arm, do you feel it? It's like, no. You're gonna have to expand the show. Exactly. Yeah, no, this could be like, no, I don't read his thoughts. People, it's like these, when you were in the womb, did you touch his? No, I didn't. Yeah, hell if I know. Stop it. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have to get into that more next time. That would be a cool kind of off topic too. And then our other buddy,
that would be a good show, the twin show. It'd be funny.
Yeah, and then our other buddy Chris, he's a twin too. So in our friend group here in Surprise, we have three of us. And my mom. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I'm just saying of our buddies, but yeah it's and my mom. So there's twins all around, and we could do the twin episode, and and we could kill the video and be like, who's talking? Like, you know, the whole mystery of
yes.
Answer this question. Yeah.
Yeah, because you all sound the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's one down the road where we can pick that one up. So all right. Well, I think it's by the old clock on the wall. It's 7 o'clock Arizona time. So we did it again. We got it through another episode of Meat, Sweats, and Menopause, and got a little interesting and enjoyed the banter. So thank you everyone for participating. Thanks for coming on, Dan. Thanks for the comments, everyone. We love the banter and just hanging out with our friends, and look forward to more next week. So stay tuned. If you have any ideas or want to come on, by all means reach out, and we look forward to being in touch. So
totally. Thanks for joining, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.